Hey everyone, and welcome to our Career Ready series.
This is your CEG Ian with a new style of video editing. Are you gearing up for your first big interview and wondering what it takes to land that dream job? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down the 3 parameters that decide your success in an interview, especially if you're a fresher. Let's dive in. Parameter 1. Luck. If you ask me, I'd bet that 95% of your success depends upon this parameter. But we don't account for it, cause there is not much we can do about it. But yes, luck plays the most important part, but it's not all bad news. Luck can be split into 3 categories. Number 1. Uncontrollable variables. Things like the mood of the interviewer, the time slot you're assigned, or even the weather. These are beyond your control, so don't stress about them. Number 2. Controllable but unpredictable variables. These are things like how prepared you are to handle unexpected questions. You can control your preparation, but you can't predict what will be asked. And sometimes, what you think is the best response might actually be the reason for rejecting you, you'll never know. So always ask for feedback at the end of the interview. Number 3. Unknown variables. Ever felt like someone else got the job for reasons you'll never know? It happens, and you can never know why. Sometimes, there are factors at play you simply can't see. So please understand that it happens and move on. Honestly speaking, there are many people who have lost their opportunity to someone with just better luck. So, if you ever fail in an interview, do not fret over it. Just smile and move on to the next. And trust me, most of the time, the current rejection you get actually is preparing you for something much better. While luck is a factor, it doesn't mean you're powerless. That brings us to our next point: how to guide the interview on your turns. Parameter 2. Guiding the interview direction. Did you know you can subtly guide the interview to work in your favor? You just have to give replies that subtly directs the interview in your preferred direction. Talk about the topics you are most confident in. Give them the impression that you are proficient and stable. Make sure to be honest about something which you do not know. It's better to not know something rather than bluffing and getting yourself embarrassed. I also want you to note that the following parameters is what the employer actually looks for, and make sure you are presenting it to them. Number 1. Value to CTC ratio. Every employer wants to know they're getting value for their money. So make sure you are convincing them in terms of value over the salary. For this, highlight your skills and what you bring to the table in proportion to the salary you're asking for. Number 2. Retention. Employers love candidates who show commitment and are willing to stay with the company for longer periods. Make sure you give them the idea that you are dedicated. As a fresher, you can easily demonstrate your eagerness to grow with the company. Number 3. Minimize attrition concerns. Attrition rate is a metric that quantifies the rate at which employees depart an organization, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, and companies look to minimize this. So, avoid statements like, "I'm using this as a stepping stone." Instead, emphasize your willingness to learn and stay long-term. Guiding the conversation toward these points makes you a more attractive candidate. Oftentimes, the above-stated 3 values are the only things which is looked for while hiring freshers. Parameter 3. Now, this is huge. Confidence in presenting yourself can trump skill. Imagine 2 candidates. One is a genius but shy, and the other is less skilled but nails their presentation. Guess who gets hired most of the time? The confident one. Practice speaking clearly, maintaining eye contact, and structuring your answers. Remember, how you present your knowledge can be more impactful than how much you know. Think of it like this: you're not just selling your skills, you're selling you. So, own it. Think of yourself as the most skilled person in the entire lot and act like it. To sum up, interviews are a mix of preparation, strategy, and yes, a sprinkle of luck. Focus on what you can control, steer the conversation, present confidently, and let your personality shine. Got more interview tips? Drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more career hacks. Good luck with your interviews, you're going to crush it. Feel free to contact me personally in my Instagram or LinkedIn.